Hey guys, this is Nathan Kendrick here at Body by Choice in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I just want to take a couple minutes to talk about core training and how it relates to the golf swing. It's pretty clear now that the words athlete and golf are allowed to be in the same sentence now. It's a lot of fun seeing these guys on tour, both young and old, perform at a high level, and I really think a lot of that has to do with the work that they're putting in the gym and training. So when we have athletes here or golfers here or anybody kind of rotational athlete, obviously we're going to work on the mobility and stability, but when we talk about the core specifically, one of its big functions is to keep the low back and the spine stable. The low back and spine are really only allowed a certain range of motion, and so we want to train the core to kind of keep the spine and low back in its place, which essentially kind of allows the hips to rotate and the shoulders to rotate around that, which for rotational athletes can only improve performance, or honestly for any general fitness, just improves quality of life. So one of the things that I have my clients do is a simple hip series. Usually I'll put this in our warm-up, but it's just a good way to kind of teach the core to kind of fire and engage without letting the low back move while kind of other extremities are flowing. So simple hip series here. Recently took a TPI course, and they talk a lot about pelvic tilt, okay, the ability to disassociate the upper body from the lower body, which is really important for our rotational athletes. So I'll have my clients practice that. So they'll literally arch their back, round their back, arch, and then from there I'm going to go right down the middle, and that's typically a neutral, which is where we want to be. So from there I'll have them squeeze their abs, squeeze their backside. We'll start with a simple hip lift. So hands underneath their shoulders, toes are flexed, and what you're going to do from there is you're just going to open up those hips and come on back. And again, I'm doing my best to stay stable. Really, if I see clients kind of lose that position or kind of lose that spot there, then I'll have them reset because that's training the wrong thing. So from there, you can go simple hip circles. We can go clockwise, counterclockwise, either direction. One of my favorites is scorpion. So we'll drive our knee into our chest and kind of shoot high. One thing I watch for here is I really don't want clients kind of going through that position where they're losing that position right there. So really want to do our best to stay stable and just really kind of let the hips rotate and let the core keep you still. So the last one we have here is a kind of a straight leg abduction adduction. So I'll shoot my leg straight out here. I'm going to drag my big toe kind of across the ground and then coming back, really trying to keep that leg straight. As a coach, when I have my clients here, I really want them to avoid losing that posture. Again, I just want to stay as stable as I can, allowing that hip to move freely and allowing the core to do its job. So if you guys have any more questions about this or training in general, feel free to reach out to us, link below, and we'd be happy to help.